Bonjour Sagittarius, and welcome back to my channel. Claude here. Today I'm going to be doing your monthly tarot reading for the month of May. So I hope you're all doing well. I'm going to be using my normal spread for the monthlies. So over here I've got the Major Arcana to give you an overarching energy for the month. Over there I've got the court cards to see how you are advised to show up this month, and in the middle I've got the Minor Arcana to delve into the message. Now please do bear in mind that those are general readings. They will not resonate with everybody. Take what resonates and drop the rest. Now what is the overarching energy for my Sagittarius Aquarians, please? So your energy for the month is the beautiful energy of the star. And I will go in depth obviously once all my cards are out. What core cards do they need to embody to maximize their potential this month? You are advised to embody the characteristic of the Nine of Swords. So air energy. Okay, so what's the message for my Sagittarius Aquarians, please? So we begin your reading with the Nine of Pentacles, followed by the Six of Cups and the Five of Wands. Supporting the Nine of Pentacles, we have the Two of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and the Four of Wands. So you have 5 and 4 here together. Bottom of the deck, which is the energy supporting you but you may not be aware of, is working around you. You've got the Three of Swords. So you do have progression from the Two of Swords to the Three of Swords here. Now let's talk about the bottom energy. The 3 is the number of growth and expansion. And swords represent the mental realm, so thoughts, ideas, knowledge, but also truths and communication. The Three of Swords talks about a breakthrough, a mental breakthrough, or some truth being exposed. It can hurt because the swords, well, they're sharp, they can harm you. So it could be a painful breakthrough, it could be some truths that are exposed, or some facts that are just delivered in an abrupt manner, because people who embody the sword suit can be, because they're very factual people, can seem to be a bit ruthless or thoughtless when they give you a message, for instance. But generally speaking, the Three of Swords, to me as a reader, is a victory and a breakthrough, because it breaks you free from the Two of Swords energy, which we're going to talk about in a minute. So I wouldn't be concerned about that Three of Swords here. This is your breakthrough. So your energy for the month is the Star. Now this is a beautiful energy because it represents healing, hope. You know, we wish upon a star. It also represents your wish or your dream having been heard from your spirit team, so God, the universe, your angels, your ancestor, whoever you work with. It also talks about being divinely guided. You know, things are lining up for you, and things will happen in divine timing, but it is a beautiful energy of hope, of sometimes as well it can talk about fame. So yeah, it's an energy that I really like to see. And this month you are advised to embody the traits of the Knight of Swords. Now I will say this first, obviously I will never presume to tell you how to live your life. I'm only reading energies and trying to give you guidance and support, because I believe that being aware of what's in the works make us more powerful. However, please do bear in mind that every thought that you choose to nurture and every action you take will ultimately alter the course of events. So Knights represents taking action, movement forward, and Swords, as I've explained, the Three of Swords is the mental realm. So the Knight of Swords is someone who is going to go for something because they're ready. They've got the resources they need, the facts that they need, and you know, it's air energy, so they're swift. It's fast movement forward, knowing that you've got everything that you require in order to make something happen, whatever the case may be for you. On the shadow side of this card, as I explained, the swords people can be a bit abrupt in their deliveries of messages, you know, in communication generally speaking, so I would be careful about which words I use when I communicate with people, you know, because sometimes when we want something done, we can become just a little bit abrasive. So this is just a small caveat, but generally speaking, this is action taking, moving towards something, knowing that you've got everything that you need to make this move. And that will come through because of this breakthrough. So you have the Nine of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. Now what I'm seeing is that the Nine of Pentacles, which is that beautiful energy of achievement in the physical realm, because Pentacles represent your home life or your work life, so we can be talking about where you live, you know, your house, your flat, literally. We can be talking about jobs, careers, financial assets, courses you go on, anything like that. And so the Nine is that sense of achieving, of having worked hard and having reached a certain status. You know that what you've planted is still growing, you've got enough, you've become prosperous and abundant, and it has this energy of self-confidence because you can do this on your own. This is a very empowering energy, which I really like personally. But it is supported by the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords is, you know, twos represent duality, polarities, decision. And really the Two of Swords talks about blocking something, not making a decision, because you may feel you don't have the knowledge, the facts that you need to move forward, or because you feel that whatever it is you're looking for or working on, it needs to be protected. It's not ready to be exposed yet. And so this was in your near past. And as I said to you, things are going to change because supporting you, you've got the Three of Swords, which is progression. It's the breakthrough. You're going to get the facts, the clarity, whatever it is that was stopping you from moving forward here, you're going to get it. And then you're going to become empowered as the Knight of Swords to take action. And all of this is divinely guided with the star. So then we have the Six of Cups and the Eight of Wands. Now sixes represent harmony after having overcome a challenge or a change of some specification. And the Cups represents the emotional realm. So this is what makes you happy or unhappy. This also talks about your potential to create, you know, your creativity, and also your intuition. So the Six of Cups is a very gentle, warm energy of general happiness, of having overcome some kind of a disappointment or regret or sorrow and feeling happy. And this is you in this state because you receiving or have just received or will be receiving very soon some news. The Eight represents advancement, and Wands is the suit of passion, power, desire. It's fire energy, so it's quite swift. And the Eight of Wands represents communication coming your way very fast, whether it's a text, a phone call, whatever, or someone coming your way to visit you. Whatever this is bringing the happiness. And it could be someone that you have known for a long time, or it could be, and it doesn't have to be a loving relationship, it can be a friendship. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't have to be a lover, is what I'm trying to say. It can be just a friendship, someone that you've known far back from school, anything like that. And then we have the Five of Wands with the Four of Wands. Now the fives represents the change and the challenge. And wands, as I've explained, with all of this fire energy, passion, represent competition, they represent friction, discordance, that kind of energy. And they can also represent your internal conflicts. And it is supported by the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands is a landmark. It's having achieved something, having seen something grow through your sheer willpower, determination and efforts, and having something to celebrate. It really is a beautiful card of rejoicing. It can be a card of marriage, if you're here for a love relationship, that kind of thing. But just generally speaking, this is this idea of celebrating the advancement up to this point, basically. And so this may be why there's competition here, because this is a celebration, and there may be conflicts or discordances because there's been a big landmark that's just happened there. So I would be obviously wary of this tension that's going to happen. And let me just clarify this Five of Wands quickly for you to see where this is going. Clarify the Five of Wands, please. Five of Swords, you see, that's another five. This is another challenge. Five of Swords is saying to use diplomacy over rage and violence to win the argument. So basically, this is really saying to you, and I was picking up that energy when I said be the Knight of Swords, but beware of the words you use. Gain all of the knowledge and to get the upper hand, but be careful how you deliver what you've got to say when you speak your truth. Just be careful what words you use. And you see, this competition, this discord, whatever this is, the Five of Swords talks about using diplomacy, using softer words rather than forcing an issue. Because if you don't use softer words, if you use force instead, well, you're going to have people who are going to be unhappy. It will be a victory, but it will come at a cost. And to get to this kind of energy of something to celebrate, the cards are very clearly saying, use the softer approach, beware of the words that you use. So I'm going to close out this reading by putting out a final card. Can I have a final bit of advice for my Sagittarius Aquarians, please? Oh, come here. So your final message is the Ace of Wands. You see, that's beautiful, because once you have overcome this challenge, this conflict, the competition, whatever this is that's coming in the near future, you're going to be presented with a brand new beginning. The aces are the potential of the suit, and Wands is fire energy, which obviously is energy that you are very familiar with. And this is your 1, 2, 3, fourth cards of fire, which is obviously within your element, so it's good. Now this is a very exciting new opportunity. This is some kind of creativity outburst, you know, like having a brilliant idea that's going to excite you, going on a new journey, even the beginning of a passionate new relationship. And this is, you know, the promise of this basically is if you manage to handle this challenge here by using the softer approach and being very careful with what words you use this month. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey for the cards with me. If you did, or if the message helped you in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate your time. I wish you a beautiful month, and I will see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.